Hey everyone, welcome to May's Lug Life. I'm May, and I just want to first of all apologize profusely for not getting these updates to you sooner. I really wanted to. I actually recorded some videos, but didn't get around to uploading them. And the reason is because, for anybody who's actually watched some of my most recent videos prior to this one, you'll know that I have somehow done something crazy to my thumb. My right thumb is completely injured and I don't know what I've done. But the long story short is, it's gotten so bad I've actually injured my other thumb, and I've now sort of um, been scolded by my physio and told to drastically cut down what I do with my hands, and I guess to only do things that I absolutely have to. But if I can avoid everything altogether, just to allow my thumbs to heal and allow my wrist to heal, then that would be better. So unfortunately the channel had to take a hit. So there's certain things around the house I still have to do. I still have to try to sort of do minimal cleaning. Not that I wasn't doing that before anyways. But like cooking and doing things like that that I have to do in my life, I kind of had to keep doing that. But unfortunately the channel had to get sacrificed. So and because of that, unfortunately the updates weren't getting to you. I really tried a couple of times to actually put something together, but within about 5 minutes, like I would be in so much pain. And I was starting to lose like feeling in my thumb. And I was like, okay, you know what? Unfortunately, I don't think that I can continue doing this because I will unfortunately be needing more physio that I really can't afford. So I just had to, cut this back completely. So I apologize for that. Anyways, I will explain a little bit more perhaps in a future video for anybody who cares, but that's so the long and short of it. So the reason why I'm talking about this now is because I'm talking to you today, sort of, I guess it's, what is it, March the 20, no, the whatever, the 31st. But the video that you're about to see is from March the 21st. So I recorded it way back when, but I never got around to actually uploading it. So I'm going to upload for anyone who cares and anyone who maybe unfortunately did not see that email. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to I'm going to upload in the next couple of days the other two videos that I had made for the next two emails that were sent out, or rather, not emails, sorry, they were Facebook posts. So you're going to see all these things come late, but I just kind of figured better late than never, again, for anybody who did not see or just don't know. So this video is about the email that got sent out. And then after that is going to be the updates that were only posted on Facebook. So I'm going to try my best to get these things out to you sooner, but I'm now just playing catch up on everything, and that includes this. So I just want to apologize first. So you get to see the video, and then hopefully in the next couple of days, if I can, keep my hands not too bad, I will try to upload the next ones sooner rather than later. Okay, so that's it. So here we go. Let's dive into that email that got sent out on March the 21st. Hey everyone, welcome to May's Lug Life. I'm May, and another order update, thankfully. So this one got emailed out today at around 5 o'clock. Today, this is, was it Tuesday, 21st, Eastern Standard Time, around 5. And they actually posted it on Facebook as well. Okay, I'm going to basically just read this letter to you. I'm not going to make my commentary until the end. So if you are just here to hear the actual letter, God forbid you're one of the people who did not receive this or did not see this, anywhere in your day, but this is important to you. I will just read through the letter, and I'll save my commentary for the end, and I'll try very, very hard to not be sarcastic as I go. So I apologize if I am. It's going to be hard to bite my tongue on it a little bit as I read this, but I will do my very, very best. So I'm just going to read through this. If that's all you want to hear, you can peace out at the end of this letter. Otherwise, I'm going to save my commentary for the end, and I'll try to make it quick. Okay, so here we go. Orders update, March 21st, 2023. Excuse me. I'm getting a little excited here. We want to thank our amazing customers for the considerate detailed feedback over the last week. I'm so sorry. Through these valued communications, we have identified 3 core issues that have impacted our shipping. Number 1, tracking information. Orders were sent to customers with incorrect tracking numbers due to a UPS account issue. Our team is actively working to resolve this issue, and the correct tracking numbers will be sent out to customers within the next 48 hours. Number 2, missing items and inventory. We investigated and found many items deleted from the item fulfillment in the new warehouse due to the system's integration glitch that caused things to be removed without notifying us. We have identified the customers missing items on their orders dating back to February the 15th. We will be resending orders for the missing items back to the warehouse today, March the 21st, and expect 50% of the 50% to be dispatched. Let me try that again. To be dispatched to customers within 48 hours and all complete by the end of this week. Emails and accurate tracking will be sent to customers affected by this issue. Number 3, packaging and experience. We received multiple reports and concerns from our customers about how the contents of the shipments were packaged. We shared the pictures and feedback with our warehouse and have reset a proper protocol and emphasis on how packages should be prepared. This is a key area for us to focus on in the coming weeks to enhance the experience of when a lug arrives at your door. Moving forward, our customers and their experience are our number 1 priority here at Lug. We have had a tough transition moving into 2 different warehouses over the course of the last 8 months. However, we love our new warehouse and the team. We are working around the clock with them to align everyone, and we are excited to show you the customer service experience you deserve. Shipping timelines. We will be 100% caught up on all past and current orders by the end of this week. We will provide weekly updates until we are happy that we are operating at 100% efficiency and have a 48-hour shipping window. Returns. Oh my gosh, that's quite a long list here. We are working on a much more seamless and easy way for customers to initiate and process returns. Stay tuned for more information. And they close by saying, please keep the feedback coming. We appreciate our customers being part of our team and such vocal advocates of Lug. With your feedback, we can put these fixes in place immediately. Again, thank you for all you do, and we are excited to turn the page on this transition and start focusing on the surprise and delight of your package experience. Jason and Amy. And for anyone who's wondering this, they did actually put the little airplanes back in there. Okay, so don't really know why those airplanes are there, but there they are. So, okay, so if you're done, if that's all you want to know, you don't want to hear anything else, you can stop right there. Let's just go back and I guess let's go back and sort of pick this apart a little bit. So first of all, they're saying that tracking information, they know that people were getting incorrect tracking information. Now, by that I mean people were getting the wrong number. Some people just weren't getting some. Some people were getting other people's tracking numbers. It was weird. But so they're basically saying it was a UPS account issue. I don't know why, because it's been the same UPS account. That should not be a problem. So anyways, whatever. They're saying that their team is actively working to resolve this issue and that everyone should be getting something within the next 48 hours, is how I look at that. So I guess if you haven't received a tracking number or if you've been receiving incorrect ones, you will, I guess, hear from customer service in some way or another, or from Lug, I should say, within the next 48 hours. That's how I interpret that. Okay, so missing items in inventory. Now, this has been a massive problem. I haven't read a lot on Facebook, but I know that there's been definitely a huge number of people who are literally missing whole orders and actually missing parts of their orders, meaning they'll get, out of the 10 things they ordered, they'll get 2 in the box, and that's it. And there's no mention of anything else coming or not coming. So this has been a massive, massive problem. So they are saying that they have discovered that there have been
items that have been deleted, I guess, from the order without having Lug being notified that this is happening. So somehow, I guess, when the order goes through, random items are just getting automatically deleted from the system, and rather from the order, and then that's it. And then the orders just get sent out, and they have no idea. So it looks like they're probably going back and looking into every single order, and certainly all the orders. I guess people are complaining and saying, "Hey, I didn't receive my stuff," and they're going back to orders that date up to back to at February the 15th. I don't know what happens past that. I don't know if there's another date or another timeline that they're going to give us later on for the orders that were messed up before this date, because I know that there were problems before this date as well. So I don't know what that means. Like, maybe we'll hear from them in the next few days about the orders that predate the 15th. So I guess we'll have to wait and find out. But at least if you've got orders up to the 15th, or that go back up to the 15th, they hopefully will have figured this out already, and they'll be sort of dealing with it somehow. So it looks to me like they're saying that they're going to be sending all this stuff back to the warehouse today. So all the information. So it looks like Lug, the company, is probably looking into the orders, and then they're going to send the information that they've compiled to the actual warehouse today. And that 50% of those orders that they, I guess, have flagged will get dealt with within the next 48 hours. And then all the rest of them should be somehow dealt with by the end of the week. And that anybody who's got those kinds of issues with their orders, that there should be emails and tracking information that will be sent out sometime, hopefully, by the end of this week. So if you're one of those people affected, keep your eyes peeled. And if for some reason they don't send you anything, you may want to send another, I guess, notice to them to let them know that, once again, you did not receive any information on your order. And certainly if you're one of the people who has an order dating back before the 15th, you may also want to wait until the end of the week and see what happens, because there might be other dates that they're coming up with in the next little while. And then maybe by the end of the week, if there's no mention, you may want to, again, maybe give them a little wave and make sure that they know that you're still there. Okay, number 3, packaging and experience. So, they're saying, like, many people, they've been getting a lot of people complaining about how their orders have been arriving. And I've seen the photos myself. It's hilarious. People are getting, literally one package is one item, but the box is the size of a microwave, and then get a coupe. So it's been really, really bad, with no stuffing, no padding, anything. So this thing's just been jostling around in this giant box that could have easily been crushed this whole time. And I think many people actually have been receiving boxes that were very, very empty, that did arrive completely crushed and mangled. So that's been a massive problem. In fact, I think it's the worst I've ever seen. I know it occasionally happens, but this is definitely all stuff that comes from the warehouse, as opposed to things happening during transit. So I know this is something Lug is going to be really upset about, because they have actually always done a really good job packaging this stuff, and I know they take pride in that. So I'm actually really glad that they're addressing this, because it's been really bad. So they know that it's happening. They, all the people who have shared those photos with them on Facebook and on social media, it looks like they're, forwarding all this information to the warehouse and going, hey, we need to figure this out. We need to fix this. And it looks like they're really trying hard to do that. So that's a good thing. So if you are one of those people who has been affected by this, if you have received a package that is below par, please make sure that you actually take those photos, go inside, go sideways, anything that you feel like they need to know about, be sure to post those, I guess, either on Facebook or send them directly to Lug, so that they have the physical, so that they have the photographic evidence of the problems that are occurring. And especially if it continues to occur the next, over the next couple of weeks, absolutely, you definitely need to let them know, so that they can continue to tell the warehouse that, they're not up to the standard of Lug. Okay. And then it says, moving forward. Okay, so they're saying that, at least they're acknowledging that it's been a rough transition, which rough transition is a hilarious understatement. And it feels like it's been longer than 8 months, so it feels like it's been a year. But anyway, so it's interesting here. They're kind of saying that they're going out of their way here to say how much they love their new warehouse and the team that's there. To me, when they're saying like we love our new warehouse, we love the people there, it's a real, I think, a loud indicator that they really did not like their previous one. So the first warehouse that they moved into, clearly they did not get along. Clearly, they did not feel comfortable and feel confident. They did not feel heard or whatever it is. So it's interesting that they went out of their way to say that they actually do genuinely feel the love for this new warehouse, even though I think it's actually been worse. Overall, I think that there have been way more mistakes, way more problems the second time around. But for some reason, I guess the overall vibe that they're getting from the warehouse, I think Lug is actually liking. And I guess, like I said, the fact that I guess they're feeling like they've been heard. They feel like they've, at least someone's listening to them, and that they can see that there's maybe active change happening, that they're accepting that, okay, yes, we've screwed up, we will do our best to continue to make those changes and make things better, is my guess as to why they've put that there. So like, to me, anybody who goes out of the way to say, oh yes, I love my new boyfriend, and they go on and on about how great they are, it tends to be because they're kind of comparing them subconsciously to their previous boyfriend. So I kind of feel like this is where we're at here. So I think they're kind of hinting to us that the relationship they have with this one is so much better than the previous one, and therefore they're confident that maybe going forward things will actually get better. So I'm going to take their word for it, although I have to say their track record hasn't been great. They definitely were really excited about the previous one, so I don't know what red flags went off when Lug was choosing their previous warehouse that they didn't see. And I'm wondering if there are, maybe red flags about this current warehouse that maybe Lug is still not seeing. So, like I said, I'm a little tiny bit worried that this new boyfriend, even though they're, gushing over them, sometimes people keep falling into the same trap and fall for the same guy because they have a type. So I'm gonna hold my breath on that one. I'm glad that Lug is happy, but I'm a little bit nervous. I know that they're happy and they're excited, but I won't be excited until I actually see things genuinely change for the better over the next little while. Okay, shipping times. So it does say that they're going to be 100% caught up on all past and current orders by the end of this week. Okay, look, we've been told this a million times before. Lug has always come up with, not always, that's not true. Lug has definitely in the past, over the past year, said, don't worry, we are going to be caught up by this date. We're going to have all of these orders from this date to this date caught up by such and such a date. And then it doesn't happen. And then they move the goalpost, and then they move the goalpost, and they do another update, and they move the goalpost again. So I am not trusting that particular one at all. I am now 100% wait and see. I do not believe for a second that they're going to be caught up by the end of the week. There's no way. The volume alone, the sheer volume of the Spring Fling week alone, can't even imagine being able to get caught up on just that, let alone all the previous orders that got messed up and missing things that have been, sort of MIA since, January. I just don't see that happening. Even if they're working 24/7 with as many people as they possibly can hire, I just don't see that happening because there have been far too many problems just in the past little while. So we'll see. So fingers crossed, but I just don't trust that one. So So, okay. And then the returns, sorry, I'm just trying not to say anything rude. So the returns, it sounds like they're trying to come up with a better system, which is great because that actually predates all of the warehouse mess. I think their return process is probably not the most efficient, never really was. So that if they're actually coming up with a better system, I'm all for that. Like I said, I don't think it was terrible, but it wasn't awesome. So if that's something that they're working to make even better and faster and seamless, as they say, amazing. So I guess, they're not done yet. So I guess we'll just have to wait for that information to see how that goes. And I know a lot of people in the next little while will be doing a lot of returns because I think a lot of problems have been created, and I think people have just gotten sick of the whole thing, or just ready to just throw in the towel and go, here, take all your stuff back, I'm done. So they're going to be getting an influx of returns for sure. So having a good system would be helpful. Okay, and then so they close here, and it says, we appreciate our customers being part of the team. They I guess they're saying, thank you for being vocal. And they appreciate the feedback. They want us to continue with the feedback, because if, I guess with the feedback, they can actually try to make the changes quicker. So anyway, and then they're excited to turn the page, and we all are. Absolutely. We are all waiting for this whole fiasco, this nightmare to end. There's obviously, everyone will be happy when this is all over and goes back to, some semblance of what it was prior to the first warehouse move. So, okay, so I'm just going to sort of just say something quickly here, because I know people have definitely been upset with me and been upset with the community at large whenever someone says something negative about Lug or complains about something, whether it be their order or their products, their customer service, their quality, whatever it is, because there's many, many things to complain about right now. There have been so many people who are like, if you have nothing nice to say, don't say anything at all. They're just people, cut them some slack, stop being, like if you're just going to be rude, it's just adding negativity into the world, and especially on social media, like on Facebook. There has been a lot of talk about, this is supposed to be a happy place, a positive place. This should not be a place where people, vent all their frustrations, which, look, even if you've been one of the lucky people who have had all of their orders come through perfectly, you've had no problems with your orders, everything has arrived quickly, and you've gotten accurate everything, and there have been no issues with your quality control, congratulations to you, and I'm really genuinely happy for you. But there have been so many problems for so many other people that you have to understand that when people pay money for something and expect a certain customer service return and a certain quality of an item in return, and they don't get it repeatedly, and they also hear that other people are not getting that repeatedly, frustrations come up, and anger sets in, and complaints will happen. It is just the way the world is. So for all the people who are upset about people being, quote, negative, or being, or complaining, or not being positive, and not being kind to the family, to Amy and Jason, guess what? This is what Lug is based on. They're even saying here, thank you for being vocal. Thank you for being advocates of Lug. Thank you for the feedback. Please keep it coming. This is what they want. If we pretended like everything was perfect and hunky-dory and all of our orders were just fine, even if they weren't, we wouldn't be seeing the changes, that we wouldn't be getting the betterment of the company out of the problems if everyone just shut up and pretend like everything was fine. This is not how the world works. The world, unfortunately, or fortunately, only gets better when someone goes, you know what? I think we can do better. Do we have to be rude and insulting and, attack someone's person? Maybe not. Although, here's the thing about what Amy and Jason have done, is that they have made this company an extension of their person, an extension of their family. They use the word family. They use the word friendship, and all the words that make it seem like as though they're our friends and we're part of their family, and vice versa. If they keep using those words, people are, unfortunately, when they attack Lug, it's going to seem like they're attacking the people behind the name as well, even though that may or may not be the case. So even when I come on here and I say stuff that I'm not happy about the company, I'm not saying that to Amy and Jason as humans. I'm saying that to Amy and Jason as owners of a company where their products or their service or their company is lacking. And so when we have something we want to say, and we say these things that we're unhappy about the way things are, it's never a personal attack. Well, I guess maybe in some cases it is, but in my experience, I have never seen anyone personally attack Amy and Jason ever. Even if they say things like, this is unethical. It's unethical as a company. You can be unethical as a company and still be ethical as a human. So, for all the people who say negativity, is the opposite of positivity, I'm gonna say nay. Just because something is not positive, just because something is not, happy and exciting and fun and positive and cheerful and rah rah, does not mean it's the opposite of that. It just means it's not positive. So if we have problems, we have complaints, yes, we should be expressing them. We should be trying to get people out there to know, so that if you're one of these new people coming onto this, coming into the lug world and you're ordering for the first time, I think those people have a right to know that maybe their order is not going to show up on time. So, so the one thing I do have to say about this whole thing, they put it on Facebook, they put it into the emails. I do wish that they put this on their website as well, because as I just mentioned, there are new people signing up and becoming new lug nuts all the time. And for the people going to their website and having not heard about this, like if you're not on Facebook, or if you maybe haven't quite gotten around to getting on their mailing list yet, you don't know about these problems. If you don't have a bunch of friends around you who are lug nuts as well, you have no idea what's going on. So when you go and you place your order fully expecting you're probably going to get it within a week, maybe two, and then you don't hear from them for 3 weeks, or you get your product and you're like, what is this? I didn't order this. I think it's important for all these new customers to know that this is not standard for lug, that there are problems going on. Now, would that deter people from ordering? Maybe, but it might not. But I think if you're upfront and really clear with people from the beginning, they'll probably have more respect for you. So, so for the people who are saying, anything that's not positive is negative, I'm gonna say, you know what? No. And same with lug for anybody, I think they seem to think that anything that's not positive is negative. That's not true either. So here you are, you got these problems, you're talking about it, we're dealing with it, we're all being upfront with it. This is great. But for you to not put that on your website is actually just irresponsible. It ends up being, I don't know, it's kind of like we're hiding the truth from new customers. So if I had a customer, who was brand new, I would want to make absolutely sure that their first experience with us is the best it possibly can be, so they continue to come back. But if it's not going to be, and you can't guarantee that, you'd better explain why things maybe aren't going to be awesome, so that one, they're prepared. Two, if they know that maybe there's an issue and you're upfront with it, then they can make that decision to either purchase today or purchase in the future. But I think by being really straightforward and going, look, we've been having some issues with our warehouse. We're still, we're there's some growing pains going on here. Please be patient. Please put an order through. But if something goes wrong, we promise we will fix it to the best of our ability, and you will not be sorry that you decided to become part of our community. I think that would be great. So I would love to see that as something that they do moving forward. So I don't know. We'll see. So there we go. Okay, I'm gonna end it there. That was long. I talked a lot. I'm really sorry, but I kind of figured it needed to be put out there. So let's keep this going. If there are problems with your orders, if you're still having issues, please make sure that Lug knows. There's nothing wrong with that. They're even inviting it. I am definitely a proponent of being vocal rather than being silent. So because every single person that says it's a problem, that means that hopefully there are more actions that are trying to correct that in the future. And hopefully in the next few months, everything will be ironed out and we'll be back to normal, and we can stop all the moaning and all the complaining and all the people getting all upset. So there we go. That's the video. That is the letter. I guess we'll see in the next little while to see if they actually continue to bring out emails and give us updates. So fingers crossed. That is it. Thank you so much for watching. Take care. Good luck, and I'll see you next time.